So what do you got in the? What do you got? What's this computer case? What do you got in my friend? This is to an HP Elite 8000. Right from the front. Pretty standard stuff right here. You know, you get your standard power switch, front USB ports, headset jack, headphone output. Now, originally, what was in this drive was an optical drive. By the way, who uses optical drives? Probably you boomers, I bet. I bet you frickin' boomers utilize this. But for the most part, this case, all the components have been taken out. Basically, the motherboard goes right here, because you can kind of tell. There's like onboard ports and all that stuff. There is a mechanical hard drive originally in here that came stock. A 240 watt small form factor power supply. Because just take a look at this. It's small. It's a small little case. Alright. And it looks like this computer was manufactured around 08 or 09 or something like that. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Well, the motherboard itself was made in 09. And here is the original power supply to this HP Elite 8000. Now, for the people that utilize standardized computer builds, this is fairly compact. And another thing you'll notice too, it does not have any like SATA power to it. Now, how the heck do you like this stuff, kind of stuff right here? SATA port, SATA power. How that all works? How it all works is how the ingenious to this small form factor PC is they basically, I believe this power supply will basically reroute power. It basically has rerouted the SATA power connection to the motherboard itself. Very, very ingenious. Very freaking ingenious. But it's a very what it boils down to. This is the ability to customize this HP Elite. In this particular case, it's not doable. It's not a doable thing. But hey, I kind of like it. I like it. And here we have, this goes right here to the CPU. This is the CPU heatsink. And now you can see this ain't standard. This ain't to your standard PC build. Most people opt for a heatsink and a fan combination deal. Well, how that works is this fan is basically put on the back, basically in the front of the chassis. But then like the back portion of it, this fan blows cold air into the heat sink. Basically, what happens. This, you're gonna hear a little rant here, but this HP Elite 8000 came stock. It came stock with a mechanical hard drive. No SSD drive. But I'm just gonna get on the rant here. You guys, I'm more specifically just kind of aiming this at people that are like new to building computers. I would highly, highly, highly recommend, I don't care who you are, I would highly recommend that you invest in an SSD drive that has your operating system that sits basically just your Windows or Linux or Mac. Because if you try to put video files, photo files, all this jazz into one hard drive, you're gonna have you just want to go rip your hair out, go, oh my god, I have like this great, amazing processor. I got this like i9 processor. I got the best motherfucking RAM you can buy. Why is my computer so slow? Because you're using this. You are shooting yourself in the fucking foot if you want to utilize a mechanical hard drive. And the argument's like, well, these things are, mechanical hard drives are cheaper and they have more storage. It's like, yeah, this is true. I agree to you. I would fucking agree to you on that one. Like, you win on that argument. How much hard drive, the cost per gigabyte on a hard drive, it's cheap. Compare that to an SSD. Like, hands down. But the read and write speed on a mechanical hard drive sucks. It just sucks. So get yourself an SSD. That's a big bottleneck right there in itself. And here is the original RAM to this HP Elite 8000. 2 gigabytes, which is not a lot. 2 gigabytes to me, 2 gigabytes to me for what I'm planning on using this for, it ain't shit. And here, I'm going to go off on another thing too. I personally did not anticipate that upgrading RAM would be just a wang bang John thing. I ordered like a 4 gigabyte kit. Basically, I bought 8 gigabytes of RAM from Crucial, but I bought it off the Amazon store. But anyway, long story short, I went through not one, not two, but 3 different RAM manufacturers before one of them worked. Kind of want to just take those sticks of RAMs and shove it up the Chinese asshole. Ugh. Yes, I want to take those 4 or 6 RAMs that didn't work on the HP computer and just ram it up their butt. Oh, this is an old architecture for CPU. It looks like this Intel. Ooh, yeah, that's an old CPU. This CPU came out in 06. It was made in 06. Yeah, the Intel Core Dual. The Core Dual. That's an old architecture. It's got the LGA 775 socket in there. Apparently I could potentially like mod. I could put a Xeon, a server grade CPU, and a 775 LGA 775 socket. And just buy like these like pieces of tape and it'll work. Voila. But that's all I got for stock parts here. I'll get you guys with the non-stock parts. Now, on with the non-stock components that I have put into this HP Elite 8000. This is a GTX 1050 Ti low profile edition. You can see this GPU is relatively small. Like, it's not this big, beefy, chunky thing like normally what a lot of you guys do see in GPUs. Like, it's like the... I swear to God, I will say one thing. GPUs are getting so fucking big, I think they almost need their own external case. Or like a power, like it has its own power supply. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous how chunky they've made GPUs these days. But I think, or a majority of the chunkiness that goes in GPUs is it's not all in the components itself. Like, you can just take a look. Just use your mental fortitude. If you take this off, all you got. If you take this little cooling unit off, all you got is all the components on the PCB. That's all you got. But this right here, that's the chunk. That's the chunk. That's where most of your chunkiness comes from on GPU. It's that damn heat sinking fan. And this is probably the most expensive investment, because the HP Elite costed me, I think, $100. $100 investment. I think this is around under $200. Now, there's another investment that I thought would make an improvement with the cooling of the CPU. I think it did. I don't think it actually made it much of a difference. The only thing this really done, this little cooling unit did for me, like, it'll just jack the fucking shit out of fan noise. The fan noise just went. It's like, ooh, I'm not having that. I'm not going to have a moderately powerful computer sitting on my desk going when it's just in a more of an idle stage. It's like, no. And here is the compatible RAM. I really don't know why this RAM is compatible with the HP conglomerates, but this RAM is compatible with the HP Elite It's from ATAC. And then one thing I will note about this here, about this specific RAM, this is a dual channel RAM. This is a dual channel RAM. The reason why I say that, because you see, you get these little black little RAM pieces on this side. Same with the other side, so that's a dual channel. And this is a single channel model. You know, it's kind of hard to see that because all this fucking plastic, all these dumbass stickers on there, but they're on there. All the RAM chips are on there. You can see there's RAM chips on that side, but none on that side. No RAM chips. And apparently, if you have a dual channel and a single channel RAM set, it will mess with the performance. It's kind of like how can I put this into a scenario? It's like working alongside a coworker who knows the ropes of the job, but they're just really fucking slow. It's like here I'm going like fucking like a maniac, and I gotta work alongside a guy who's kind of like. That's pretty much what it's like. It's like two entities, one going fast, the other going kind of. That's how I look at it.